Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Adiri Astra for another Genshin Impact stream. Before we begin, I just want to talk about I am in deep despair because I went to another grocery store and they also didn't have watermelons. It's all been replaced with pumpkins. Sad. We have officially left watermelon season. I have one last hope that Walmart might have some, because sometimes they still have them even when the other stores are out of stock. But I don't know. Maybe it's just over. We've entered that part of the year. The darkest part of the year, both literally and figuratively. Anyways, today in Genshin we will be playing the Kokomi story quest. So, hello Tommy, hello Poki, J-Wing, Hatanashi, Alex. I'm glad you all could be here today. Weird fact, your 4 roommates forgot about a Halloween puppy and moved in 2 years when we found it outside mummified. Ooh. That might have some diseases. I'd be careful with that. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get going. Oh, right, I forgot again. Because I do this every time. Hang on, restarting OBS.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
And we're back. But the game is not working yet. Hang on. Let me see what the problem is.
A blade embraces its
Okay.
beauty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Is it gonna work now? Thank you. Looks like we are finally live. Yay! Okay. Right. First, I gotta turn in my commission rewards. Then we'll do the story quest. And then if we have any time after, which I hope we do, I'm gonna do all this events, moon chase event stuff that I've been falling behind in. But first things first. Just turning in
Add Astra.
our commissions. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot one. There we go. Oh, welcome back. Right. Okay. 1 second. Okay, let's get going. Warriors dream like spring grass renewing. Watatsumi sightseeing. The war is over and you have received a letter from Kokomi saying that Watatsumi Island is going to hold a victory feast and that she would like you to attend. However, when you arrive on Watatsumi Island, you find that not all is right with the world here. You wish you still had snacks left? Like your entire house is devoid of snacks, Poke? You have no food left in your entire abode?
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her.
Oh no, she's not here. Do we? I do not.
Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island.
I seriously
That
did
was
not.
back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too.
Oh, so this is just one of the random places where we fought a random mob?
Must have changed a lot.
No wonder I forgot that.
Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less.
Oh my gosh, that guy's mustache.
Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams. One
Look
to
at
draw
that
their
mustache.
attention, and the other to circle around
That
behind
is
enemy lines and
glorious.
set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Goro, are you really a general? You seem to lack very basic commanding skills.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Your phone's totally dead. Oh
Sir,
no.
We're just gonna stand by and watch
Come
them
back
leave?
soon.
Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
Here to lend a hand. I assumed you were trying to be hidden in the bush. But, obviously they weren't hidden very well since we just walked up to them.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a
You
moment
think
to
he's
lose.
the general
We'll
and
go behind
observing
enemy lines
the
and
mustache
sabotage their
man?
ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
I would certainly hope they remember us, Paimon. We did we were like a captain of one of their groups. What the heck is this? Red thing? That's a worm.
Time for
Okay,
takeoff.
hello.
Here we go. Rain outlines your... My apologies.
Comrades, they've sent a ship
Oh,
on
is he?
fire. An arson attack.
Did he?
Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it.
What did you miss? You missed that Guro's apparently quite incompetent at being a general.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it
Oh,
the
and the
directives from
mustache.
Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah, No, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
But yeah, you see the mustache, Tommy?
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality,
Welcome aboard,
no matter
Ida.
how complex.
Idea. Sorry, I still have trouble remembering how your name is pronounced because it's just so natural to me to pronounce it the other way.
Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence.
Is Swordfish 2 still
Her
going
Excellency
strong?
says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming.
3C? I am not
Of
sure what
course,
that is
not
trying to
everyone's happy
signify.
about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves.
I have a feeling
also,
that there's
on your
not
way
going
over,
to be a
please
victory
check in on the
feast.
soldier. I'm sensing a growing unease among them.
Just a feeling.
I don't know what's causing it. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sure, I'll see what I can do. You know, is it just me? But I remember Guro's voice being deeper than this. Because I remember hearing him speak for the first time, and I was like, wow, that guy's voice is way deeper than it looks.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Oh, you went for tea and got hot chocolate instead? Oh, okay. You're finally enjoying the superior drink, Tommy. Okay, I saw specters in the background. I am going to go kill those. After swapping Xiaoling out of my party, because she does not actually do anything in this party. You think they changed it? Oh, okay, that explains it.
My apologies.
Accent on think? Huh?
Take flight.
Okay, ask the soldiers for information. Oh yeah, so... Oh, emphasis on think, that's what you meant. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, so that's what this place is called, the Pearlescent Palace.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too?
Yes, I
Oh, it
am.
is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts.
True, but not because I was the captain of Swordfish
I wasn't with
2.
Swordfish 2. But I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
I've heard people are a bit on edge these
On
days.
edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory is declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will
True.
improve, but
There's all the
Gonna take some
PTSD you have to deal with.
I don't know what else it could be, But what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe.
Speaking of which, do we
Yeah,
know
all the more
when
so now that
Guro's
you're
coming
back.
out?
Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just
Because
say
I
the word.
think he's gonna be a 4-star, isn't he?
What a nice guy.
But he's
Let's
going
go
to
with some
be.
other people.
I guess he'd have to be on like Yae Miko's banner. Can't think of who other's banner he would be on.
Peace at last. Living
Just
the dream.
ate bad ham, BRB dying. Oof. Wait, why did you eat bad ham?
Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something?
This guy's. I do not like this guy's accent. Also, what's with his hair? It just has like random little tiny spikes.
Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me.
You were taste testing for your girly and it was bad meat. Oof. Like, did you eat the whole thing?
We're at
Or
peace
just
now,
like a little
finally,
bit?
And I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze.
I really
Sorry
like
that
the
I can't be
background
more
music
help
for
to
this
you.
place.
I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Of course, well, that's what who we're here for.
Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Well, it's a good thing there's nothing for him to be guarding here.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
Ah,
I knew
yes.
it. The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down.
No
Someone's coming.
faith in command.
Hey there, what you talking about?
What you
Captain,
talking
you're
about,
back.
guys? Treason? I'm here to join you at the
Do
victory
you think we should
feast.
tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to
Paimon
the village.
seems extremely shiny. Oh wait, it passed. I guess the cloud must have covered the moon. Is it? It is night. Is it? Not sure.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I
Why
knew
would he
something
want-
was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent.
Oh my gosh.
Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Hold on.
Wait!
It's the seasoning for your new Paimon dish? Wait, what's the seasoning?
There you are!
The one thing you hate about hot chocolate is how fast it's gone? Wait, tell me, Are you trying to say that you spend longer to drink tea? I mean, it's the same volume as your tea, isn't it?
Something's going down over here. You should take a look. Pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is
Oh,
suspected
the
of
extra
criminal
shine.
activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance
What's
shows
wrong with
that
this
in his
guy's
whole
voice?
time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let
Oh my
ourselves
gosh,
get too worked up
everyone's
here, shall
voice
we?
here is terrible.
Everyone take a deep breath with me. In
Hot chocolate cools off faster though?
better.
Does it? They're both basically water.
Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused.
Goes from scalding
This
to
is
lukewarm in
Watatsumi
like
Island.
10 minutes?
We deal in
And
facts,
tea lasts
not
longer?
opinions.
Question mark?
Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story
You know,
to help me reach a
now that I look at it close up, Kokomi's outfit is a little more revealing than
I can explain everything.
thought. Guys, red chili is so spicy. Oh yes, Alex, that's kind of what it's for.
I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you think about
This,
that. First, I
this
lose all
guy
my
does not
inventory, then I
sound
get
like
treated
he
like a criminal.
belongs in fantasy Japan.
And why should we believe you?
My idea, have fun with dinner.
So
We
what?
ran
That
into
doesn't prove they
some
took his goods.
fatui on the way here.
And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryo Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it.
I mean, we know for a fact that they are,
I suppose it is
or
true.
were at
What's
least.
that got to do with me?
Would the Tenryo Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon.
Paimon, but we literally caught the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui. That was the whole point
We
of that
met a
quest.
representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now.
Oh, Paimon, please. Just because the leader isn't colluding doesn't mean that the rest of them can't be.
But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryo Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location.
You can't spell Paimon without...
Kujo-san and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use
It's
the
a little
talks to discuss
forced.
future plans in
You
detail.
gotta get rid of the M and the O to get pain out of Paimon.
But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious.
You can rearrange Paimon to spell no pain.
It will prove your innocence.
I suppose that's
However,
true.
if we find evidence evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission.
Now I was thinking of ways to rearrange Tommy.
Investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
You can spell mom, but that leaves you with like several letters left over.
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
That's mom. Oh, but that leaves an extra Y. Oh, hello, Michael Hill. Welcome aboard. Sure thing.
I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately. I also have a few new things to teach you. All right.
Okay.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else you could spell by rearranging the letters in Tommy. Oh, but if we use your full name, Thomas Calverton, that's a lot of letters. That could probably be used to do something really interesting. You could make an entire sentence out of that. That was kind of sad. The little weasel just got stuck on the rock and died immediately.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain
Well,
here
it's
gives us an
okay,
advantage, and we
because
haven't given away our
Thomas
position so
Calverton
far.
is too long for me to think of anything to rearrange it into off the top of my head. I'd need some time and probably need to write it out.
Our enemy is in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
And what does the grand strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king and it's checkmate.
Ah, yes.
The Fatui's presence in
Chess
Inazuma
analogies.
is weak at present.
Because all great strategists must be experts at chess.
If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight.
So everyone, I've been really salty about League, but I'm just saying that you're having fun after half a decade of depression from League. Well, Alex, I'm really glad you're finally having fun. But what
Option
changed?
2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes.
Yay, gunpowder kegs, my favorite.
Gunpowder alight
Wait,
without alerting
that's gunpowder?
deal them a
I
devastating
always thought it
blow.
was pyro slimes being stored in those.
They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor. You add a touch of lightning.
Poppy Buff made the
Together,
game
we can
actually
shut them
enjoyable?
into submission.
Oof, so you're only happy when Poppy is strong?
That's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
I think we should go for the option where we use Venti Q and then Ayaka
That will
E
depend on our
and they all
assessment
die.
of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills.
But we are definitely
With an
superior.
explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment,
Or,
we should be prepared.
actually, no, we could just use a bow and arrow and shoot them from up
Which is your
here.
preferred option? It seems that you share my strategic sensibilities.
I bet she says that for all of them.
This is my preferred tactic. It places us in the least amount of danger. Let's work together to give them the surprise of their lives.
You think you're getting the hang of playing Viking? Oh yeah! After that, you did start playing League on the NA server. I'm sorry, I haven't actually been able to play with you other than that first time. The new Poppy skin is actually the reason you're genuinely happy because it's so good and cool. After all this, you never noticed Paimon has a headpiece? Yes, she does.
The explosion was roughly the size I expected. Hopefully we've given
That didn't get anyone. That was literally completely useless.
Here we go.
Okay, Kokomi.
I can no longer hold.
Rust and rebuild.
Whirling snow.
You haven't seen the last of
Wow.
us.
He was really fragile. This was a really easy fight.
My apologies.
Billowing surge.
Oh, I used her incorrectly. I am not used to using... Well, I don't really know how to use Kokomi yet because mine... I have Kokomi, but she is very much not leveled due to a lack of materials. Unfortunately. Wait, what the heck? Did he just... He just healed to full health. OP.
Allow me.
Yeah. My apologies.
Run from death.
I gave you time to try harder without you there to carry me. That's okay.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
Paimon, you didn't do anything. Stop trying to take credit. I beg to differ. Oh, hello, Troyes.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably,
Watching me
they've
play
been
Genshin
operating
makes you
out
want to
here
play
secretly
Heroes of
for
New
quite
Earth
some
and a
time.
Dragon Nest? I don't know about Dragon Nest, but why does it make you want to play Heroes of New Earth? Also, is Heroes of New Earth? I thought that game died.
Could
Is
they
it
really
still
be in
alive?
collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right.
I feel like it's not going to be here.
These are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat?
Oof. Poor Fatui.
This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Hey, look here. Could these belong to the merchant?
Oh,
There's a lot of stuff.
maybe...
Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it.
I think the story is going to be more complicated than we bargained for. There's this moonshine festival hype. You just destroyed my Heroes of New Earth heart. Oh, so the game is dead? I thought it was. I haven't heard anything about it in a very long time.
I see. Oh,
Something wrong?
I just zoned out for a moment.
Zoned out for a moment. Alright.
Yes, these are the stolen goods, alright.
She's using her X-ray vision so she can just see right through the walls of the barrels.
Medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, like,
Heroes of New Earth is actually dying?
just an opportunistic merchant.
Oh, okay, so it's not dead yet. It says dying. That doesn't surprise me. Like I said, I've not heard anything. I remember when it was new, it was like Heroes of New Earth, Smite, and maybe there was something else, but those were like the big League of Legends killers.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for?
Because he's a merchant, Paimon, it's his job.
Give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Well, Dota 2 came out later, I think.
In my recently issued
I had already foreseen this.
I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything.
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped.
You expected popularity went to the trash 2 years after? Yeah, that's about consistent with what I remember.
The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Low energy?
What do you mean by that?
You need to recharge in the water?
Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Maybe a bit Heroes of Hearthstone? Wait, Heroes of Hearthstone?
First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast.
I know Hearthstone is a game. I've not heard of Heroes of Hearthstone. Okay, we'll go here. Oh, Heroes of the Storm? Yeah, I know that is a thing. But I think Heroes of the Storm is also good. I know I didn't get very far. Let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna jump off the cliff and then right on top of them. You think it still has some tournaments?
My goods.
I mean, it is an official Blizzard game, so it doesn't surprise me that they still have tournaments, but from what I understand, the player base is pretty small these days.
Thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs,
It's
no
odd.
buts. We've recovered the goods.
So the Fatui just leave evidence of their dealings left lying around their camps?
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army no
Dragon
don't have a
Nest?
clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with
I
your crazy
have never heard of Dragon Nest before. You're gonna have to talk to me about that one, Alex.
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences.
Okay. So he's not getting out of here scot-free.
These goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted
Zoom in.
rates, there will also be a fine.
Oh
The amount of
no.
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards.
This
and
merchant
punishments.
guy is not very smart.
Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for
Oh, so the Fatui must have stolen them. Makes sense.
Seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place.
Wait, so
The
they've been
shrine
stealing
has
stuff
been
from the shrine?
As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I
We're on
may,
it.
Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to
I'll
take
be
you
sure
guys
to
back
give
to the
it further
ceremonial
consideration.
shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
This whole story can just be described in one word and it's
Watatsumi
sus.
Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
Yeah, it's very fish space. This is a bit of a slow walk. I
It's
mean,
been a long time since I last
oh.
came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time
Yeah.
I visit,
There
I'll
was
take
a,
you to visit Watatsumi Island's
whole
old
war
shrine.
after all. An old shrine, oh.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya.
Really? I find that hard to believe. Because, like, unless those shells were built
It was
there,
close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not
Interesting.
venerating her as the shogunate do.
what's fish space? This island, Tommy. Your sister's child is watching Barbie and the Mermaid story again? You've watched all the Barbie movies anyway? Oh, Alex, I didn't know you were such a big fan of Barbie.
But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Kokomi is the priestess for a god that's been dead for a long time already?
Been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg
You're a
you,
big
heed a word
fanboy
of
of
advice.
Tinkerbell?
After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Wait, so have you been at war since your god died?
It's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
Okay, because that doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's just... We should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will
Didn't
consider
these
the options
only
carefully
start
and be sure
the
to proceed
war
with
over the vision hunt decree? Like it's not
We're
because
all counting on
of
you,
the
Your Excellency.
whole god thing, was it?
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent.
I'm not sure what the point of this scene is. It seems to be a little bit excessive.
Well, if she comes to
Welcome back,
Sangonomiya,
Boogie.
I'll look out for her.
Oh,
Your Excellency.
more people.
Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Sword?
Get a line, people, or rather form a line.
Your Excellency!
Come on, you can't just run up to important people and start talking to them.
All your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
Yeah, come on, you country bumpkins. Write things down.
Are you alright?
The guy's mouth didn't move when he spoke. Yeah, that's very common. The lip syncs are made for the Chinese version and not the English version, and they do not reanimate the voices for the English version.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the
What does
delivery
them
of a whole
being
batch of
country
ceremonial
bumpkins
items.
have to do with?
I'm beginning to worry
Because
that
country bumpkins don't understand paperwork, Tommy.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease
That's
to amaze us,
something
Your
for
Excellency.
civilized people.
I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
Oh boy.
See. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time.
Guess so.
Let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Rude? How is that rude, Tommy?
Yay, the victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Well, I guess calling people country bumpkins is a little rude. But it's not their fault, or it's not my fault. They clearly don't understand that important people, you can't just run up to them and complain about all your problems. You gotta do things formally. There's a process to these things. Okay, wait until 10 o'clock the next day. Go, Paimon. As a resident country bumpkin, don't bother you none. Oh, I'm glad. I hope I didn't offend anyone. Oh, okay. Time to wait for Kokomi near Sanganomiya Shrine. Da-da. Oh, and the music stopped. Actually, I am just going to use the teleport waypoint. That'll be way faster.
Kokomi isn't here yet.
Of course.
She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things.
Paimon, we literally caught her showing up late to a meeting. Like, well, I guess it'd be like 23 hours ago now, but the last time we saw her.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble?
Probably. You're a bit offended, but for the risk. Just because you're an important person doesn't mean that people should not just walk up to you. It's not the walking up to them that's the problem. It's the just coming up to them and expecting them to deal with your problems whenever it's convenient to you.
Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Like, because obviously well, that's not just even an important person thing. Because, like, other people obviously have their own problems that they're dealing with. So you can't just walk up to them whenever you want and start telling them to fix your problems for you.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
Oh no. Wait, is she sick? I bet it's because she's sick.
If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such
This is definitely going to be a thing.
directives.
So my prediction, Kokomi's sick. Now we're going to get an episode about how Watatsumi Island cannot function in her absence at all.
Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing.
Very specific.
And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times.
Oh,
I'm sure this is
I tick the boxes, but I take offense to the notion that Paimon
Really does think of everything.
ticks that box.
Let's find the place she wrote about and have him.
Okay, so we go southward until we find a purple tree. There are lots of purple trees around here. Oh, over there. It's on the mini-map. Okay, that makes things much easier. You wish people's words would be highlighted whenever they're trying to tell you something important. Maybe you remember it better. I'm not sure, Tommy. I'm not sure that would help you in that specific case.
Are you sure this is
When
the
you
right
go to
place?
Japan and there's no subtitles.
Keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere.
Well,
Doesn't that tree
there's a
look like the
purple
one
tree
she
and it's
described
directly
in the
south.
directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Wait, in? What are you talking about? Oh no. No space left in artifact inventory. Okay, let's take a look. Actually, these are all maxed out already. Okay. I guess we will have to just see if I have anything worth leveling right now. anything at all. Let's see, that's terrible. Terrible. My current hat is okay. This is not great. Let's see, what am I running on Hotel right now?
Be as leisurely as this a little more often.
Let's see. Oh, I'm actually running this has 20% crit damage, 11% attack. I guess we'll see. This one, I kinda doubt it will end up being better. But worth a shot, I guess. You'd probably not need subtitles. Oh, not to mention you speak Japanese. Is it from all the anime? Oh. Well, first subset going into HP, that is very promising. If another subset goes into HP, for defense, I'm just gonna give up on this hat. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, this is abandon hope, all ye who enter here. That is unfortunate. Let's see. Do we have anything decent here? Nope. Okay, but we cleared up enough space for that. So, oh, okay, there's a cave here. Oh, is this Kokomi's secret office? She works in a cave? You can speak it and understand it spoken, but can't read or write it. Oh, that's interesting.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling
I knew it. She's sick.
today.
You got sick?
Oh no, she's bad too. Pokey, are you just like your family's trash can? You just eat all the bad food?
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
He needs more energy recharge. Quick, give her some artifacts.
Energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
Yes, Paimon. Exactly like a ruin guard.
It's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the
You hope she doesn't have COVID?
myself as.
Everyone was asking so much of you yesterday.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor.
Wow. That is a really low resolution texture for that book. They are very daring to put it this front and center.
People trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself.
The burdens of leadership.
I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while.
Oh, I guess you would get along with Shinjo.
Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else.
Is it a trend with Hydro characters, maybe?
I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy.
Wait, is what a trend? Yeah, Hydro characters and books.
I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Where did I put it?
We'll find it for you.
Oh yeah, she needs an audiobook. To just read or listen passively.
Do that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I suspected it would be going.
I'm really lucky.
The human ebook or audiobook. Investigate Kokomi's secret base.
Whoa, look at all these petitions.
Being forced to lead people when you're so aware of your own shortcomings.
Make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya
Yeah, that's true.
Cash flow statement. Consolidated annual report on fishing production. Watatsumi Island monthly maintenance expenses breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help.
Okay. Okay, right there.
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Secret notes. Today, I spent the entire afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchant Association. Energy -4. Many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly, but I must make sure that their money is made through legal means. Today, I finished a day's worth of work, Energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late, and I still need to perform an inspection tomorrow. The wind is very strong outside, Energy -2. It seems like it will rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of peace talks reached us today, Energy +2. An end to this war will surely make everyone in Watatsumi happy, won't it? Today we received word that the Henryo Commission might be colluding with the Fatui. Energy -5. 5. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today. Energy +4. We tacitly agreed not to speak of Tepe, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. This peace was far too hard fought. Lots of people spoke to me again today. Energy -3. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time that I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years? Aww.
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just,
We saw nothing. And if we did, it was all Paimon's fault.
Here!
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
Here.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her.
Well, it's a good thing you're not doing the reading, are you, Paimon?
Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Act to the plan, and plan to the situation.
That's the one. Thank you.
Aw, that was so cute. Aw, she fell asleep.
She's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do.
Let's let her rest a while.
Good idea. She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster. Protect
Aw,
me at all costs.
she's sleep talking.
The war's over. Things are slowly getting better.
Annoying voice. I hope you're talking about Paimon and not anyone else.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out
Yep.
for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late.
I would totally be asleep in that pose.
So long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Also, that new character's voice. Oh, you don't like Kokomi's voice either?
Kokomi's back to full energy.
Aww,
Good to have you back.
I like her voice. Well, it's okay. It's not like my favorite ever, but I don't dislike it. I guess it's a little too sweet for people. Maybe that's it. This is the peace talks? Just gathered around the bonfire?
But I still need to give a quick...
Oh no, this is the victory feast. Wait, they're just having it out on the beach here?
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Kokomi walks by the banquet fire and starts to give a speech.
Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryo Commission for Peace Talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once
You know, it's a bit surprising to me that the Shogun hasn't, completely annexed Watatsumi Island, because you would think that having this island in your nation of eternity that directly opposes the rest of your principles and is not under your direct control would be a threat to eternity.
Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our
What is
hard-won
she
victory.
even the priestess of, considering their god is dead? So, what do they worship? Or, what's even the point?
Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when
So I guess that explains why, the position of priestess, she's functionally just the leader of the island, and doesn't seem to have much in the way of religious
I
duties.
still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission
So I
and
guess,
the
like,
Fatui.
when their god died, the
And I'm concerned
position
that
of the
something might
priestess,
happen
which
at
probably
peace talks.
previously to, do all the religious stuff, and it just became more and more secular, until it just became the de facto leader of Watatsumi Island. Oh, hello, Cole. Glad you could make it.
Take flight.
Oops. Talk to the nearby crowd.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya.
What's new? Anything to report?
Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest
No
thing
way,
for
the
us is that
priestess
we
of
can
science?
finally get back out on the ocean to fish.
Not quite where I was going with that one, Tommy.
During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't
Full of
good, we'd all
warships,
go
huh?
hungry.
Interesting, considering we haven't
Kids
seen
were
a single
crying all
one.
day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally
Ouch,
improving.
that is
I hear
hunger.
you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Are fish not supposed to be fishy?
No. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Who else? Oh, is that part of the party too? Oh, okay. Kabasawa.
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue.
What's new? Anything to
Referring to
report?
the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me.
He seems to be training.
It's
Or
a miracle
he's
the
just
fighting has finally come to an end.
stabbing
Yeah, I really hope we don't go
hallucinatory
making any more
enemies.
trouble for ourselves.
One or the other.
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information.
Can't tell from over
If you
here.
still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is.
Okay. Investigate the suspicious soldier. I just realized I still have unclaimed things.
This guy smells of booze.
Huh?
Oh dear.
Wait, don't tell me. Captain of
Is he drunk?
Swordfish too, right?
I don't have enough time to deal with a
actually
drunk
came
right
back.
now.
I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Huh?
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember
I think
what the
this
most
guy's
important
crazy.
thing is to the resistance? You got
A
that
warrior's
right. So I'm
will.
gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide
Okay.
resistance warrior. I'll answer your
I'm
questions.
more than happy to knock you down.
This guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
In a few seconds, you'll be begging to
I'll
talk.
see about that.
Oh, it's actually using the Traveler. Okay. Good thing it wasn't a hard fight.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, Will you join us?
First, you need to tell me what's going on.
We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui. It didn't happen.
Uh-oh.
Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking?
It's a conspiracy. I think that's the point. I could probably get anyone begging in a few seconds.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve.
I think it's mainly you, Cole. Maybe also Tommy.
Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
I mean, you sure aren't stopping her.
We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryo.
Is that why you ship us?
Shogun.
I mean, Cole,
We can put faith
you
in
spent
ourselves.
like all of the stream last time hitting on Tommy, so I was kind of obligated to.
Surely you agree with that.
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
What it boils down to is you just want to fight.
Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation.
You mean if Tommy was a girl?
Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand?
Yeah, Paimon, what would you
For the sake of
understand?
victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it
Ooh,
matters anymore?
that is some pixelation on the shooting. Right there, that's unusual. Like, shading should have no reason to be pixelated.
You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I
Yes,
see
the
them there in my
PTSD.
mind's eye, remind me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Namiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late?
Wait, stop you.
What do you mean?
What did, uh-oh. Are we gonna have to put down a coup?
What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
Oh, and the happy background music just started. Right on time.
A few things. The whole thing about the
Yeah,
Tenryo
a few
Commission
things.
colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what they
Wait,
do.
are they gonna try and blow up the peace talks? Is that what all the gunpowder from before dealing with? What's the matter, Kokomi?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
All I know is the spirit of the fight. I hope you know a little more than that. I gotta read it right.
It's my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozen means.
Those are
when he
important
says
things
it's
to
too
know
late.
too.
The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the
Yeah,
guard
that's the
haste,
other thing. If you
the
change,
issue of not
even
knowing
if you
who
change
to
out the
trust.
guards, you might just end up with someone else who's also in on it.
So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Okay. Kokomi, that did not last long enough for me to read it all out loud. Okay. Wait until 10 to 12 the next day. Alright. Paimon, it's time for you to do your thing again. Time stop. There was a time here where you'll not forget how it ends up to fight was where you end up liking it. Oh, okay. So, I guess when we say the next day, you mean all the way the next day. I'm on the time wizard, except she doesn't have a 50% chance to wipe your party. Oh, is that what the Yu-Gi-Oh card did?
Well,
We literally just stood here for like 30 hours.
here, take this.
It's like in
These are
Skyrim.
some directives I wrote last night. These
There's a 50-50
negotiations
shot
are
of nuking
complex, to
either
be
your
sure.
opponent's monsters or
Think about
your
it carefully
own.
and realize
Yeah, I remember it being something stupid like that.
outcomes.
Oh, no more than 187.
I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa, this is huge!
I think the camera is in the wrong position here.
Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack.
Oh,
These
I see. They didn't want to, make a model of a book and animate it opening, so they just zoomed in super close on Paimon's face.
There's so many!
Okay.
But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional.
Yeah, that is...
It is a major step forward
that
both for
was
Watatsumi Island
a
and
lot
the show.
closer than I ever wanted to see Paimon.
But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Of course, I also want the peace talks to succeed.
Okay, time to head off.
So where are they going to be? Oh, it's right over there? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, they're going to be on a completely different island. That is a bit of traveling to do. Yeah, Mihoyo was just like, you ever want to see Paimon super close up? Do you ever want to zoom in real close to Paimon's face? Well, here's your chance. Could have been any other character, but instead we get the super close up of Paimon. Oh. Hey guys, look, it's like a soccer field or something. Hello. I'm just dropping in. Yes, you want to see every pore on Paimon's little face? Would Paimon even have pores? Does Paimon sweat?
It's been a while,
Kujo-Sara.
She's obviously not
I believe
human.
the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
I'm here to witness the peace talks.
She's here to bear witness
Oh
to
yeah, see, Tommy? Kujo-Sara is still alive. After Raiden just... Or not Raiden, but I guess Signora just knocked her out. And we forgot about her. I guess she's perfectly fine after all.
made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted.
That is
Let's
fair.
add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you
Ah,
that your
yes.
vessels will be quite safe.
Economic negotiations, my favorite part of Genshin Impact.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic
sounds like-
cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce.
Sounds like you need passports.
Since the war is now over, I
Thanks
propose
to
that
the
we have
impact.
the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council
Okay.
to oversee trade between
I will
our
give you
two
points for
islands.
that one, Tommy.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas...
Wait, what
we are
trade
capable
links
of sourcing
to other areas can you possibly have? Because the Sakoku decree is still there, so you can't have trade links with anything outside of Inazuma. And the Shogun owns everything else in Inazuma's, which is what you're currently negotiating for, so you can't actually possibly have trade links with
Not to
anyone
mention
else.
that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That is going to be a sticking point, I think.
Feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
They're gonna make their move.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Protect Madame Kujo!
Huh? We just dropped the book? Does that throw the book away?
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
Oh, we couldn't memorize it. Kokomi's just like standing there. Huh? I guess none of them are brave enough to actually make a move. So they animated a book for the cutscene, but not for the dialogue, apparently.
Kokomi, which scenario number is this in the directives?
Actually, no, I think I understand. Because, that, they seem to have like a cutscene mode specifically as like a separate thing from, like this is like a normal gameplay. So it uses like stock animation. Like in this mode, they can use stock animations. Like Paimon's right now in a common pose. And I guess in this mode, they can't introduce like new things like a book. But in cutscene mode, which we were just in, you can do like custom animations for just the cutscene. Hang on, sorry. One moment, please. Okay, never mind. We will continue.
Stand down, Tadakatsu. Situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation?
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating.
Hmm?
You two, here, now!
Oh yeah, those two are a little sus. They like didn't leap to the blue. Oh. We got a wink.
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
I knew it! Paimon, you fool. Of course, just because the leader of the Kujo clan wasn't colluding with the Fatui doesn't mean that some of the low-level guards can't be colluding with them.
Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
You fool.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge.
Oh,
Keep Inazuma in a
so it's Signora's subordinates
I will hunt them
out
down.
to...
Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue.
I mean, I understand if Kujo-Sara has a chip on her shoulder regarding Signora. She did get knocked out rather easily.
My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
Is it the Belkins, Tom? Is it always the Belkins?
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou
The
Commission has
Belkins.
resolved our internal
Release
issues.
combat Takanashi.
As for the trade issues we raised,
You can
I will
ask
discuss
Tommy if
options
you
with
want
the
to know
Yashiro
more.
Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Only half things, Tommy?
I never
I was
knew the
expecting
grand
more.
strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation.
I haven't played all the games. That is fair.
I should
Maybe
inform you that
someday.
we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Okay. I think we're coming to the end of the quest. Seems like we might have a little bit of time left over after all, which would be nice. Well,
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste?
I mean, they died to stop the Vision Hunt Decree, and the Vision Hunt Decree was stopped, so I would not say that their efforts that did go to waste.
Victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness.
It's my fault for not teaching you how to be normal human beings.
Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare...
Dramatic zoom. You're still not really sold on Cocoa Puffs as a character, but you don't dislike her?
Corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades...
You are a rather difficult person to please, Tommy.
The training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
The secret court.
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war.
Navy SEALs of
It is right
Watatsumi.
that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the
It all
most
started when you
challenging
saw one of your friends' in-game signature was Cocoa Krispies.
I don't want to hear from any of you again.
That's fair, Tommy, that's
Take on
okay.
2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
Insubordination. Wait a minute. That one guy is exactly identical to the one of the guys who just sentenced.
Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
You're not that picky, you like Noelle. Tommy, you told me that, like, Noelle's the only female character in this game that you like. So, I have my doubts.
Thank you for
Personality is a bit of a harder sell.
Peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
So what kind of personality do you like? How are your energy levels?
Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved.
Oh wait. Okay.
I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so?
You like Yomiya's personality? Since you only played when the game came out, you like D-Luke? Okay.
To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations.
This is a very pretty scene. Like the flowers.
I have a long way to go.
The grass, for some reason, is both high poly and high texture, enough to see in really close up.
In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island?
Because a lot of Genshin characters feel a bit samey when it comes to personality. Oh look, another super uptight and dramatic girl with a soft side that she doesn't like to show. I can't think of that many characters that description actually fits. Like, pitching, maybe. But not really anybody else. Ganyu, Eula, catching. Ganyu, I disagree. Like Ganyu, Eula, and Noelle, and I don't think any of those people are super uptight or dramatic. I'm going to disagree with you on that. Like, how are any of them uptight? Well, maybe A. Yeah, like, A maybe, because she, like, obviously she's very obsessed with eternity. But that's also kind of expected of a god. But like, Ganyu, Eula, and Noelle are not uptight. Unless you have a very different idea of what it means to be uptight than I do. Super dedicated to their life focuses or whatever? That's what you think is uptight, Tommy? Oof. So like anyone that's passionate is uptight according to you? Like anyone who's passionate and dedicated is uptight. Out. It says that they don't really take a chill pill. I'm sorry, Tommy. Not everyone can be as laid back as you. I think in your case, it's more that you're like, you might be a little too laid back, outside the norm. They're all like really shy and stuff outside of that determination. Not really. Like Eula is not shy at all, right? And neither is Ganyu, really. Like, yeah, Ganyu and you, like, they have soft, like, you like, y'all care about people. It's because, you know, they're nice, which, yeah, Eula is not shy at all. Ganyu always seemed like a small bean. She's soft-spoken, but there's nothing shy about her. That's a very strange description. Ayaka is another example. Again, Tommy, there's like nothing shy about Ayaka. Not really. You're really stretching these terms, Tommy. I'm not sure she's super dedicated to her, like, she is one of the heirs of the Kamisato clan, but like, she's not actually the main heir. Her brother is the main person, and she's just like second in command. I don't think she's super dedicated to it. Like, outside of the normal for someone doing her job. Wasn't Ayaka's whole thing like people wanted to be her friend, but she was all quiet and serious and stuff? I mean, people wanted to be her friend, but I'd actually have to go back and...
A blade embraces its duty.
I think, no, I think it's because people assumed, like, she was too perfect for them. And that's why she could never have any friends. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Lady Ayaka is as graceful and pure as an egret, and just look at her elegance, her clever yet proper speech. Why should she not be named a princess? Basically, yeah. She was too perfect. So basically, like, she had, like, out of her league syndrome, but from everyone. Like, nobody thought they had a chance of being her friend because she was too perfect to them, and so she never had any friends. Also, Tommy, Cole just said you're never gonna find a good wife. Are you gonna take that lying down? Wait, wasn't I just... Oh no, I was not. Okay. We are gathering the materials for Kokomi. Giving your track word, it wouldn't surprise you. Oof. Tommy, I don't think that's something you should just accept. You gotta fight for this kind of thing, Tommy. Okay. I need to find specters. So I need to kill lots of specters for Kokomi, which is annoying because specters are kind of hard to find. We'll take a look around here. Oh, wait a minute. I should pull up the interactive map. Okay. We flew from so high up that despite me taking the time to go check the interactive map, we are still very high up in the air. Your track records of girls not being interested in you, they're there, Tommy. You'll find someone someday. Oh, I should probably have used that gliding thing to actually get here faster.
No, my sword.
We'll find someone if we keep looking. Yeah. Cole's still holding out hope on his end, too. Gosh, I hate the fact that these guys heal. Give me your husk. Give me all of your husks.
Time to.
Gosh, that stupid heal. Why is that a thing? Why does that work even when they're frozen?
Let me weave you up. My apologies.
Oh, you need to look at my dream for you. That was not my intent, Cole. I was just kind of, pointing out that Tommy is not the only one, chasing these endeavors.
Whirling snow. Change of plans.
At least here. Don't worry, Tommy. There are many others on this journey along with you. Oh, come down here.
Think you can
Get the heck down here.
Let's play. Whirling snow.
Okay, got him. Okay, so that's all the ones over here. I think there's some more over here. Oh yeah, he hasn't given up hope yet either. When you put it that way, Cole, I do see your point. How much longer am I going for? Just another like 5-10 minutes. My gosh, I hate fighting the water ones so much.
Change of plans.
Okay, wait, no. I'm still alive. Okay, there we go. There's two more down there. Alex, sorry, just walked like a long distance.
Whirling snow.
Ah, of course, Tommy. It's okay, Alex. I appreciate you here regardless. Did you walk 1,000 miles just to be the one that fell down at Adiri's door? That would be quite impressive.
So rude. No, my sword.
That's something I would have to pay attention to. That's dedication right there.
Take flight. I can no longer hold.
Come on, gotcha. Okay. I wonder how many. Oh, there's a chest right over there.
Time for takeoff. Let's play. My apologies.
Oh, you're my internet best friend now. You wouldn't unless you knew she was interested. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. That is fair, Cole.
Rain outlines your fate.
It wasn't a SpongeBob reference or a pun. What did you do this in? I mean, just in general, anytime you see a chance to make a reference, you never seem to miss it. Okay, were there more specters over here? Seems like there's some right next to this waypoint. Like, how do I know where you're at in the first place? Well, I'm in space, so understandably, it's a little difficult for most people to reach me. I don't actually know where these specters over here are supposed to be. I don't know where they are. Okay, so much for that. Let's see. Well, it is getting close, pretty close to the end of stream, so let's take a look at how many we can craft, and maybe we can upgrade her right now and come back some other time to do the rest of our farming. Let's see here. This menu is getting to be way too long. Oh, I think that's enough. No bonuses. I hope that's enough. Go. No. Oh, it's because I don't have enough of these. That's okay. I think I can have enough to craft them. Yes, I do. I have tons, in fact. Oh, hello, Maxim. Welcome aboard. Tommy, did you use a different account when you watched others? I'm pretty sure he's just on his normal account. Oh yeah, Maxim, I saw you had, you said, heard something about, you had to delay your stream or something? Because of a financial issue? Or something like that? Is everything okay on your end? Okay. So she's level 70. That is would be in the usable range if it weren't for the fact that her weapon is still level 20. and I don't have any of the materials necessary to ascend it. And that won't be available until Friday. So, I guess that will be it for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in to Genshin Impact. We had another interesting story quest for Kokomi. And did a little bit. But yeah, so basically it seems like Kokomi is very smart and plans out everything for everyone on Watatsumi Island. Leaving no one else any brain to think for themselves, or something like that. Oh, so basically last year you applied for unemployment and you still haven't seen a C on that? Oh, look, so basically you're finally getting oh! That's great, Maxim. So you're finally gonna get what you're owed. Yeah, I remember hearing about a lot of states in the US have had terrible unemployment systems and getting the money to people who actually need it. But yeah. My next stream will be... Oh yeah, you will get somewhere around $20,000 at least by the end of this. Oh yeah. So you plan to upgrade your PC and get a new monitor? Nice. And maybe you can finally get Spring for all those stream assets you wanted. Like what a sudden windfall. But yeah. Anyways. My next stream will be Friday. I hope to be finishing Red Alert 2. I think there might be 1 or 2 more streams out of that game before we go on to the expansion pack. And I know that my schedule says that I'm streaming Saturday. That's because I forgot to change it. I might still stream on Saturday, or it might be Sunday. But it's probably going to be Sunday, and I will edit my schedule to reflect the change. But same time as usual, just on Sunday instead of Saturday. Pretty sure Adaria is going to surprise out the karaoke stream. That is... I'm just going to warn you, Alex. That is unlikely. But you can get your hopes up. Good night, everyone. Good night.